everyone, welcome back to M95 Machining, where we talk about all things, especially machining. So today we're going to talk about Trinity Automation. A bunch of you have been in my DMs asking me why I got rid of it, what happened, did I not like it, did I like it, could I afford it, could I not afford it? That's what we're going to talk about today. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll leave all those links directed below. So let's get started. So Trinity Automation started messaging me on Instagram, and I had seen them before because they are owned by Selway Machine Tool here in Union City. And they were in my DMs and they were like, hey, like, we'd love to meet you. You should come check out our facility, blah, blah. And we're going back and forth for a while. And then eventually I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. I had some time, went down there, had a meeting with one of their guys. And basically he was like, hey, I love your content, love what you're posting. Do you wanna work together? And I was like, heck yeah, dude, like these things are pretty awesome. So then met up a couple times after that, and then finally they were like, so how about this? How about we give you an AX2 Duo for 90 days, you try it, if you like it, you keep it, and if not, we take it back. So no contract, no nothing, like we will for sure take it back. So I was like, wow, like let me go back and talk to my dad and see what he says, because those things are pretty big and I'm already taking up a lot of real estate in his building. Went back, talked to my dad. He was like, yeah, you know, try it. Just try it. If you don't like it, give it back, you know, like they told me. And they also offered to send me to IMTS. It was my first IMTS, super great show. I got to see my friend at Cat Chris. I got to meet Juan from Jack's Manufacturing, who's in Florida. I got to see Katie and Nick, who are also in Florida. I got to meet and see Mr. Matsura, which was really cool. I had a great time. Thank you so much for sending me out there. And what was cool is that they gave me the system a few weeks before IMTS, so it gave me the opportunity to tinker with it a little bit and get familiar. That way, when I went to Chicago, I knew what I was talking about, and I could like run the system if I wanted to. So you guys saw me using it like here and there and stuff. What was difficult, or a couple of challenges that we had, where it took up a lot more space in my dad's shop. And as you guys know, I have a VF2 and a VF3. And so they put the Trinity system right in between both of them, because essentially the robot was going into my VF3, switching out pallets, going into my VF2, switching out pallets. I didn't anticipate all the challenges that would come with, you know, this machine. For me specifically though, you know, everybody's different. What I realized was that in my VF3, the parts that I'm doing are the length of the table. And then when you put the Trinity pallet in there, it's going from 40 inches of travel to like 20 or 25, you know? And I'm like, okay, well, what do I do? And then I'm making parts like this one, and it's already longer than the travel of the table. This is 52 inches. I have 40 inches of travel. And also my dad makes really big frames, and sometimes, you know, I'm helping him with stuff or cutting things to size, whatever. And again, those frames are 23 inches plus 40, 60 inches long. So again, I was like losing a whole table. It went from a VF3 to a VF2, you know? It was starting to really complicate things, and it was also starting to create like some sort of stress. That was probably the most challenging thing for me, having to figure out like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna put the pallet in here? Am I gonna eliminate all this table space, or am I just not going to deal with this Trinity pallet and just use my VF3 as it is? So essentially that's what I ended up doing. I had this Trinity pallet like hanging off my table because I needed all this travel, and I was only really using it in my VF2. And I'm like, see, I would really only need a system that is only going into my VF2, because I need all the travel in my VF3. So as we came to the third month, 90 day, they contacted me and they're like, hey, what are you gonna do? And I just, you know, I was already kind of set, like, this isn't for me. I don't have the time. It's not really working for me. It was taking up too much space in my VF3. I wasn't even I'd never used it at all in my VF3. So it's like, why am I gonna buy this if I'm not gonna use it at all, really, ever? And it's a little bit on the pricier side. I think the AX2 Duo is around $300,000, which is like their most expensive system. So I was like, yeah, that's like a pretty big price tag. I could buy another CNC, and like I just don't have the work for it. And I'm really small. I just started. I just didn't really feel like it's something that I need right now. In the future, if I have my own building, you know, all these production jobs, it's definitely the system that I will go for. The beautiful system, super easy to use. Again, it took like 5 minutes. I got training like 5 minutes, super quick. And then as soon as he left, I was like, okay, this is a little confusing, but let's just tinker with it. Had everything going, everything moving. I was using it. You guys saw the my Instagram posts and stuff. So I would totally, if I had to pick in the future, if I have to pick an automation system, I'm gonna go with Trinity Automation. The AX224 Duo, which is the one that I had, you have 24 pallet slots, so 24 individual little spaces. On the AX236, you have 36 slots, so one is 24, one is 36. On the 24, max weight capacity of a part, well actually on both of them, part and work holding is 55 pounds for both of them. And then the part size for the AX224 is 16 inches in diameter and 9 inches tall. And on the AX236, it's 12 inches in diameter and 9 inches tall. So yeah, so those are the two differences. And again, the weight capacity is 55 pounds for both. But yeah, so that's my take on Trinity Automation. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to work with you guys. Again, great system, super easy to use. In the future, when I'm ready for automation, I'm definitely gonna go with you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to follow, like, comment, subscribe, all those things on Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok at M95 Machining. I'll see you guys next time.